Oval. And as you said, Jace, terrific atmosphere around the ground. Seeing a good game of football. Melbourne getting that important late goal just before the half-time break. I want to start this third quarter the fast way and hopefully have their kicking boots on in front of goal.
Third term in the AFL Women's All-Star match of 2016. The Dogs lead by 8 points. Ball spins out towards the wing. Kiochi will get there first. The Bulldogs skipper confronted, taken down in a really strong tackle from Antonio, who's thrown her body around with reckless abandon tonight. Swanson, Pearce, lays a Shepherd, opens the door for Paxman. She backhands it towards Swanson. Swanson's wrapped up by Stevens. They pile it on top.
Very interesting there, Jace. Caitlin Ashmore started on the wing, and you know, it's only 16 aside, and you're not allowed no wings today.
Yes, they've opened up the game instead of having the usual 18, only 16 tonight to try and create free-flowing football, and it's working. Lingy, only 25 clearances in the first half of football.
Well, we've noticed that, haven't we, Jace? As you said, the 16 aside, less stoppages, less congestion, just seeing a bit of open ball movement, and you'd assume as the players get a little bit more tired throughout this second half, the game might even open up some more, and we get the big chains of passages of play and the running goals as one team tires a little bit.
Pearce gets it to Paxman. Now to Pearce. It's Lauren Pearce. Quick kick from Miller. Bounces inside 50. Coming out and attacking it beautifully was Davey. Now a chance to create through the middle of the Whitten Oval. This is Cranston. Got a couple of numbers forward of the football. One of them's Blackburn, who's just knocked up getting touches at 17 in the first half. But she's beaten on this occasion by Donnellan. To Pearce. To Melissa Hickey. She puts it out wide.
15,
the mark is taken by Emma Swanson.
Drives the ball towards half forward and up on the lead. Frederick Torb been very prominent now, can play on quickly. Loose players inside 50. Mark is taken, playing on quickly as Foley goes back towards the square. Probably should have had a shot.
Yeah, Andrew will be pretty disappointed with that one. She's generally an excellent ball user.
Randall wobbled the ball out of defence and then follows up. Good link play. Ball down towards the high marking player Jacobson. She missed it. Taken by the opposite number 12, Ebony Antonio, back on her feet now, playing well. Ball just laid up, the half-distance kick, and good defence by Davey. Not for the first time today. Cranston, and the ball cleared out by Lambert.
Credit to both Davey and Randall. They're being proactive in their defence on very dangerous opponents. Randall before could have taken the position behind, but she decided to attack the footy. Good play, but they've turned it over again.
Through the legs of Carney. Miller, high ball inside 50, and Frederick Torb comes out and takes it on the chest. We saw Taylor Harris pull up a little sore after that last contest. Frederick Torb not confident to go the distance. And Nicola Stevens takes the mark. She goes to Ashmore. Ashmore out towards King, couldn't quite take it cleanly. Pearce to Paxman. Now Donnellan, known as the female Juddy. She goes across to Foley. And the D's working it around the 50. Smothered off the boot of Green. Vesio back there. She loses the football, slides in, really clever tap. Got it to Cranston. And now a chance for the Dogs. Awkward kick for Jacobson. Tracking back hard is Paxman. I mentioned her gut run a little bit earlier. She'll keep going for the full 4 quarters. Sockers towards the line. Carney likewise. Great use of the body from Paxman, and she wins the football.
It's been a scrappier start to the second half. Opportunity here. The ball bounced into the arms of Kiochi and then bounces back the other way. Brilliant smother. Well done by Hannah Scott and followed up as well. So the Bulldogs now trying to get some clean possession. They go to Brennan. Even Brennan under pressure. So it has been fierce to start this second half. It's really tightened up.
You're right, Baz. Both teams, there's been a few mistakes, but both teams just throwing their bodies in there. Fantastic smother. Defensive efforts high early on in this second half.
Yeah, that's good footy down the line, but in the end, trying to keep the ball alive. The ball's gone out of bounds on the full. So it'll come back Melbourne's way. Elise O'Day, not the best kick off the boot. Randall did okay to keep it alive. She's going to get it back here, but the handball from Antonio just a little low. Antonio followed up well. Knew she'd made the mistake. That's a brilliant tackle of Kula Reid. Caught for holding the ball. Lambert, well done.
So Jamie Lambert, ferocious tackler as we saw in the first half. Handball to Kiochi, who just slips away from trouble, and coming straight in off the bench, Ebony Marinoff. Affected the contest as Daisy Pearce goes inboard. Awkward bounce. Here's Lambert again to Blackburn. Blackburn pushes forward. Reading it beautifully was Pearce. Daisy's kick not so good, and it's picked up by Emma King. It really has been a scrappy start to the third term. Neither team able to get any meaningful flow into their football right now. King's kicked it straight to her counterpart, Lauren Pearce.
Abby, you'd imagine as these girls get into an AFL environment, training more often, that they're just going to get fitter and fitter. I'll come back to you in a second as Melbourne go forward.
O'Day puts it inside 50, but only momentarily. Randall again standing tall. She and Davey getting through a power of work. Maybe now a chance for the Dogs. Through Ashmore towards Hope, who crunched the pack. Pearce at ground level, stripped of it. It's picked up by Brennan. Goes onto her left boot from 48 metres out. Bouncing ball, goalward towards the line, but it misses.
Yeah, absolutely, Cameron. The AFL have the draft, on October 12, and pre-season begins on the 21st of November. So the girls will be working hard over the summer ahead of the 2017 inaugural competition.
And that's a state-based draft from this point on.
It is correct. So, for example, the Adelaide Pros, SANT, Victoria. Yeah.
It's Vesio, dangerous movement, and she's kicked the behind. So the D's, well, unconvincing bringing the ball out of defence. They're just panicked a couple of times. They're just back to that point. So players from now on will be drafted by teams in their own state.
That's correct. And the nominations were open yesterday. So girls can now jump online and submit their applications.
So you have the chance to nominate one state. It doesn't have to be your own. If you're happy to move and go somewhere else, or maybe you've got relatives in another state, as Randall's taken down.
26, you're on. Come round.
If you're interested, jump on the AFL website and get involved. Here's Cranston. Inside 50. Brennan's the target. Good body work. Couldn't quite take the mark. Pearce pops it up. Hope throws it on the boot. Bouncing ball will trickle towards the line for a throw-in.
Paul Groves will be really wanting more from his pre-selection in Emma Kearney as well. She's just had the 10 disposals so far.
So Paul Groves took over as the coach of the Western Bulldogs just last week. In fact, he's still coaching the Monash Blues. He's got a final with them tomorrow, so he's pulling double duty. Pearce off the hands of the ruck contest. Lambert caught one high, came reeling out of that pack. Accidental head-eye contact there on Jamie Lambert. She's as tough as nails.
Yep.
Well,
Lauren Arnell feeling the heat as well.
He'd certainly be liking what he sees, Paul Groves, tonight with his Western Bulldogs team. At times, a little bit sloppy by foot, but certainly when they've gone forward, they've looked dangerous.
Foley under pressure to Paxman. Now Antonio can link up with Hayley Miller. She'll go short. Just floats the kick. Just had a little bit too much on top of it for Gibson. Ball goes inboard to a 2-on-1. O'Day goes hard, but she's bustled out of it. Good strong work from the Dogs. This is Cranston. She's taken down. Umpire says holding the ball. And now a chance for the D's to break through. Kelly Gibson. It's a wide open forward 50. And a foot race between Davey and Frederick Traub. Davey will get there first, and she has the support. She's got Humphreys to one side, but she'll switch to the other side. And the field will open up now for Talia Randall.
So Randall got plenty of time and space. The kick, though, not a good one. Disappointing. That was bad luck for Pearce, who ran into the back of the umpire, and as a result, it wasn't clean possession. Doesn't matter. Randall takes the ball down towards the strong marking Frederick Traub again. Couldn't hang on. And the ball at the back of the pack from Hannah Scott. Randall now, terrific tackle. Chelsea Randall on Talia Randall. How about that? They're not related. They were very close there. Look how hard it is to get the footy out. Eventually, Foley shoots and goals. Brilliant play, Demons. Well, that was a passage of footy, wasn't it? It had everything, including the biggest name in the women's game running into the back of the umpire. It didn't matter to Melbourne. They kept willing the ball forward. And that's a great reward. 4-7, 5-5. Back to a 4-point game.
Ange Foley with her first goal of the night Plays with the Waratah Football Club at the NTFL and a 2-time NTFL League Best and Fairest winner.
Originally from Bendigo, won 2 League Best and Fairest there as well, and a premiership before heading to the Northern Territory in 2013.
I'll tell you what, Jace, just watching this bench down in front of us, the Melbourne bench, also the Bulldogs, they are working overtime. High rotations, 6 players on the bench, as you mentioned earlier, 16 aside. Even Daisy Pearce, one of the fittest players, looking absolutely exhausted right now.
It's going to be a war of attrition of the remaining quarter and a half of football. Randall flies high. A fumble at the back from Emily Bates. Opens the door for Chelsea Randall. Such an explosive athlete. She runs to 50. It's a wide open goal square. Davy's been outstanding down back for the Dogs. Works it to the line, keeps going, tries to shrug a tackle and uses the support of Bates. Bates will come away off half-back to a 2-on-2. Vesio kept her feet. Wants to bring it inboard. Dangerous kick. Opens the door for Cooler Reid, but coming through is Brennan. Wins a contested football and can switch play to King. King will look up and just bomb it high towards half forward. Not to the advantage of Ashmore. Made it easy for Paxman to pick it off. And she finds Donella.
So Donella now on the wing. Drives the ball long down in the Pierce direction. Runs onto it. Well played. Great skills. Melbourne have lifted here. They're under pressure to start this term, but the kick, not a good one. Getting in front, Nicholas Stevens marks.
Paxman doing a good job on, Caitlin Ashmore, who was very influential in that second quarter.
So here's Stevens again, this time incorrect disposal, so the advantage is paid. Bursting away was Carney. Gave the ball up. Now the ball down towards half forward and a long way from home. The mark taken on the chest by Moana Hope. So outside 50, looks to lay it off. That's a very clever kick. The mark not quite completed. Good footy though by Bates. Gets the ball to Vesio and bounces it through for a wonderful goal. Well, they're on the back foot, the Bulldogs. But they've responded with a opportunistic goal to Darcy Vesio. And once again, it's back to a 10-point game. What a good finish.
Terrific goal there from Darcy Vesio, which made this man very happy. We know you as a senior Western Bulldog, Jordan Roughhead, but you've got a genuine connection with women's football.
Yeah, I do. I've spent the last 2 years coaching the VU Western Spurs. I got involved at the start of last season with Debbie Lee, and I haven't been able to get away since.
What's your role here tonight on the bench?
I just offered to help out tonight, but the forwards coach got a bit crook this morning, so I've kind of jumped into the forwards coaching role, which is why I'm so happy that Darcy's just kicked a nice goal there.
She's an awesome player. And what about the Whitten Oval? Because this is a Whitten Oval unlike we've ever seen it. It's got a future, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's as good as I've seen it. And I said before the game walking out here, I was a bit jealous and I'd love to play a night game here. The crowd's turned out, the girls are playing some great footy and the ground's in great nick, so it's a great night for footy.
Thanks for sharing a bit of that and enjoy the rest of the match.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Ian.
O'Day went to Cameron, couldn't quite hang on to the mark.
Those forward lines that Jordan Roughhead's keeping an eye on have just got a little bit more open. Both teams have dropped a pocket and have moved them up onto a wing now. Both teams playing a wing, still 16 aside.
Here's Swanson from just outside 50. Off a step. Humphries attacks the football. She comes steaming out. Daisy Pearce the other way. Gets boot to ball. High kick towards the goal square and coming out to meet it. And taking the mark on her chest is Kelly Gibson. So Kelly Gibson, the Adelaide marquee. Started footy at 10 years old to keep fit for her athletics career. She played rugby sevens and won the Youth Olympics gold medal with Australia.
She's originally from WA, Jace, as well, and headed south and is working at the SANFL.
Strong, hard runner. She's won 2 premierships in WA. Second in the Best and Fairest last year. She just misses to the left.
And I've been told that Kelly Gibson absolutely gives her all every single game she plays in. Loves the aggressive, competitive side of the game, so she'll be one to watch next year.
Daisy Pearce has been really influential in this term, up to 9 disposals now, and she certainly has lifted after a quieter second quarter. Cecilia McIntosh got in the road. Ball out wide for Bree White. Back into the middle. There's space there for Hildebrand. It's been a really seesawing game, hasn't it? Bulldogs in front and with the momentum. Melbourne coming back hard at them. And then a reversal. High ball in. Tough ball to Mark, mopping up at the back of the pack. Well done by Hannah Scott, but the kick not so good. Mark not completed, so the ball up towards the wing. It was a good kick out of danger. Bouncing ball. Antonio missed the footy. Gathered though at the back by Dunellen. Long ball down towards full forward. Again, no mark. Davies been superb. Hard at it again the other way, O'Day. Eventually, Humphreys with a clearing kick. Terrific Mark Brennan, who calls for Carl.
Just over 6 minutes remaining in the third term. The Dogs by 9 points. Brennan, beautiful kick towards half forward, finds Vesio. She'll look up and see Moana Hope in a little bit of space. McIntosh pushing back to try and corral her. She heads in that direction now. Kick clears that contest. McIntosh will track it back and just gather it inside the line. She goes to ground. She's run down by Hope and she's gone. Well, just a lack of awareness there from Cecilia McIntosh on that occasion, and Hope pounced.
Yeah, needed to take the first option, Jace, you're right. Terrific by Mo. Hope just staying in the game there. Looked like it was going to be an easy Melbourne clearance out of their defensive 50, but great tackle.
So Hope from point blank range slots it through. Kicks her second. So Moana Hope, storied goal kicker in women's football. She's on the board with 2, and the Dogs have snuck out to a 15-point lead.
Gotta love this from Hope. Looked like it was an easy Melbourne exit. Chase, tackle, fantastic. Strip McIntosh of the ball, kicks the goal. The Western Bulldogs have only been inside forward 54 times this quarter, but they have kicked 2 goals too. So every time they get it in there, they're dangerous. Melbourne are almost playing a zoning type defence, similar to what you'd see with the West Coast Eagles, the web type setup. Don't know if they'll adjust that if the Bulldogs keep scoring so easily when they go inside forward 50.
Conversion rate's been brilliant from the Bulldogs. That was really well done to win the ball out towards Brianna Green by Daisy Pearson. Again, they've got the opportunity to go forward through Elise O'Day. Turns 25 tomorrow, and what a grab. Flying mark by Taylor Harris. We'll get another look at the kicking action here. It was a good, strong mark. Took it at its highest point.
The holding girls.
So Harris with the 6 kicks, no handballs. The ball didn't make it just to the top of the square. So tough ball now for the Demons defence, trying to clear it. It was interesting at ground level by O'Day, and the ball will come up again. 4 minutes and 15 remaining in this third term.
Elise O'Day, Baz, is quite an interesting story. She's better known as junior, but she's had 3 concussions in just 12 months.
The D's desperately needing a goal. They trail by 15 points, closing in on 3/4 time. Whitney Marinoff there, number 10 for the D's. Randall trying to lift her side. It's the Dogs coming away from the hard-running Carney. Kicks to the wing. Vesio snuck over the back, and away she goes. Darcy Vesio will go inside 50. Hope's got some space, just needs it to sit. McIntosh is closing it at quick speed. Hope will find the angle, kicks the goal, and celebrates accordingly. So Moana Hope gets her 3rd, and she does it in style. So Moana Hope, 87 goals in 2014, 68 last year and 104 this season. Personal best of 17 in a game against Bendigo in 2014. She was held goalless last week, but tonight she's got 3.
It was a beautiful passage of play by the Doggies, though. It was that quick transition and precise ball movement to really open up Mo out the back.
Great finish, and what a celebration. Fantastic. So the Bulldogs enjoying a 19-point lead, make it a 21-point lead. They're looking really strong. Tackle there, ball still alive on the wing. The Demons just trying to work the ball forward. They do this time through Marinoff. Tough one to mark for Frederick Traub. Harris taking the ground. Bulldogs ferocious at the footy at the moment, and Stevens gets on the end of it. Ball worked towards Lambert. Beautifully done over the top. Got it to Brennan. Brennan's kicked down the line, stayed in, and then rolls over.
Michelle Cowan is still persisting with McIntosh on Hope as well, Basil. So does she mix it up? Does she bring Hickey back?
Well, maybe. Poor old Cecilia McIntosh is going to be having nightmares tonight. Moana Hope has really dominated, and now she's starting to convert. Conversion was the only thing that let her down at the start of the game. Brilliantly done by Brennan. Handball back to the voice of Arnell, who drives the ball inside 50. Tough footy to win here. Lambert, good follow-up. Had 4 Demons to beat, sends the ball back down towards full forward. Here's Hope again. McIntosh went to ground, lines them up, and bounces it through. She's got another one. That's a good day's work now. And the longer this game goes, the better Moana Hope gets. 4 goals. That's the bag. Heading towards Abby Holmes territory from last night.
Got a feel for Cecilia McIntosh there. She attacked the ball, trying to do the right thing, went at it, and just got out of her reach. And that allowed Moana Hope to pounce onto it and kick her 4th goal of the night. Again, the Bulldogs so dangerous whenever they're going inside 50 this quarter. 6 inside 50s, 4 goals too.
Crunching hit from Cranston to open the door for Hope. So the Dogs have broken the game open at 27 points. The D's must respond, but Kiochi gets it to Jacobson. The Western Bulldogs full of confidence right now. Brennan, one-on-one contest with Gibson. White comes through. They pile in on top, and we'll have a bounce.
Melbourne have thrown Chelsea Randall into the midfield just to try and generate a little bit of forward ball movement. They've got to do something now. The Dogs are in control of this one.
Here slaps it to open space, but it's all Dogs. Back inside 50 again, and here comes Mo Hope. Bounces off her chest. Hickey down there to help McIntosh. Strong tackle, laid on Barr. The Dogs have got numbers everywhere. Hope feeds out a handball. Jacobson. Brennan left it behind. The D's under enormous pressure. Marinoff just kicks it into open space. It trickles across the 50 for Blackburn, who's been everywhere. 22nd possession. Slots away a couple of tacklers. Good effort from Eva to come again. But the Dogs with numbers. Kiochi to Cranston. She lines up and goes for home. Hope. And Mo Hope can go back and kick for goal number 5, her 4th of the quarter. She actually walked away from footy in 2011. Thought she'd achieved everything there was to achieve. She saw the exhibition game in 2013 and was inspired to get back into the gym, get back into the game, and we're glad she has.
She did, Jay. She actually left that game and went straight to the gym, so definitely inspired.
For goal number 5, her 4th for the quarter. And Mo Hope puts it through as the Dogs kick clear.
Feeling it now, Lingy.
Absolutely, and the Western Bulldogs are as well, Baz. They haven't won one of these games before. Melbourne have won them all. They've won 5 of them. The Doggies right now, they are feeling every bit like they're going to celebrate a good win tonight. And it's been on the back of some fantastic ball use in the middle part of the ground, but what a target Mo Hope is up forward. So dangerous with 5 goals.
She'll be in the black and white stripes of Collingwood next season.
Oh, she's going to be very popular down there, isn't she? You're going to love her. Jack Silvani tweeting, this is some seriously good footy. Here, Jack. It's an outstanding display by the ladies. And Pearce now trying to lift her team and get them going again. But Melbourne under pressure at every turn. Foley taken to ground. And we'll get a restart with only less than 10 seconds remaining. So the ball will go up, and that will just about be it. What a term it's been from Moana Hope. 4 goals in the quarter, 5 goals for the match in the Western.